Did a cold job, man. He did a cold motherfucking job on Diddy. And did y'all see Waka Flocka react to it recently? Waka Flocka reacted to this. And tell me what you take from it, because some people feel like he was going at Diddy. I think he wasn't defending Diddy, but what he was really doing, he was just saying, yo, I'm glad I don't be trying to be around y'all industry people, because what he's just seen, what Diddy, 50 did to Diddy in this documentary that paints him just one way. It's crazy. Watch this.
Man, after watching that Netflix shit that Cinquetta produced, I don't trust no celebrity. Thank you, God. I never went to nobody party. That's why I never do no feature. I don't go to studios. Thank you. I'm not even hot no more. Nobody even requesting me. All that shit, bro. I'm Cinquetta. You showed me something, man. Hey. No excuses. Hey, man, after watching that Netflix shit, look, man, I can't talk to nobody that got glasses on talking to me every time I see him. I got to see the lies in your face. I got to see the demon in your eyes, the angel in your eyes, the confidence in your words. I got to know you real, what you're saying to me. I can't trust no man glasses all day, man. Look me in my eyes when we talking, man. Real shot. Look, man, I can't.
Okay. Now, this is all after the documentary still is coming. The documentary is out. It's #1 all over Netflix. 50 is like having a time of his life. And did y'all see this part right here? Yo, we had Lil Rod on here that did an interview, but Lil Rod went on the documentary. And y'all got to see, where's the part with Lil Rod at? It says, producer Lil Rod said there were days he would party with Diddy all night and wake up sore in the morning and not know what happened. Pause. Yo, whoa. Should mean wake up sore. He claims some days he woke up next to women. Some days he woke up next to Diddy. Check this out.
Things that happen to me, I just don't even want to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Some days, those girls next to me woke up. Some days, he was in the bed. I would wake up feeling sore, still not understanding exactly.
Yo, as a man, you can't, like, which part of you is sore, gang? Because if you go to the gym, your biceps might be sore. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you do some dips, maybe your thighs are sore, but like, wow, which part of you is sore, brother?
Exactly what's, you know what I'm saying, transpired. But this is me starting to understand that I was drugged pretty often. I tried to confine in KK.
Yo, some people actually believe they're like, yo, bro, this is not abuse. Whatever you're trying to claim, you and that nigga was in a relationship. You having the time of your life.
And that's Puff Chief of Staff. And I thought it would be more, you know, understood if I took it to someone who's a woman. But she was always like, there's a lot of things.
Yeah. So, you know, Lil Rod, who, again, I guess he finally gets his cash out of this whole situation. He's still suing Diddy, by the way, for unpaid wages and for sexual assault and abuse. Lil Rod is the one who got this all started. You know, I said last night, I know I was lit last night, but I said, yo, I do think Diddy, people have lightened up. I think this documentary kind of puts him back in like, oh, this guy's a really bad guy, like realm. But I do think when Diddy gets out, Diddy's going to get the Gunna treatment. And I hope you guys don't get mad at me saying it, but it's exactly what's going to be. I'll put any money on it. Diddy's going to get the Gunna treatment if Diddy acts like Gunna. If Diddy come out and he keep doing all this gyrating, the P, the D, the I, the D, the Y, the D. All right, they're going to just say, and I'm telling Diddy this right now. I know he's somewhere in the cell watching this shit on the Apple Watch. You are going, like right now is the equivalent to like snitching. Nigga, nobody cares about snitching. And really, nobody cares that you were pimping hoes. You got cleared of the main charges that people carried that you actually were you were acquitted of, which is sex trafficking, which nobody's gonna defend a sex trafficker, and RICO, which involved all of the heinous things that also include sex trafficking. You got cleared of those. Now it's just you pimping hoes. Yes, they seen videos of you beating chicks, whatever. There's mad stories. If he come out on some Gunna shit, you're gonna watch the rappers who have stayed quiet are gonna all be around him. Eventually, over time. That's if he shuts the fuck up and don't come back out. Like that Diddy persona, and I wonder how he's processing this. Because even as we're watching the, I don't know if you guys watch the documentary by now. The hubris, like this is what, hubris is what, the judge quoted when he was given the sentencing down. He said, brother, like, you have a release party in Miami already? And I haven't made my ruling? The judge was upset by that when the prosecutor brought up that there was pre-planned Diddy parties that he was ready to walk out of jail if he was given time served and have that week. Diddy about to get arrested and filming the entire thing. And he's popping that shit while he's like, there's no humble moment. He has to process that the persona of Diddy is dead. The persona of Diddy is dead. And if I would give him advice, I would say the public image and the guy who lives he's on the top of the table during the party, he's the life of the party, that's over as well. Diddy's going to come home. He's going to fight civil cases until he's probably out of here. The main takeaway is he's still going to be up tens, if not over $100 million, because trust me, they ain't drained him that much. Pause. He's still got some bread now. He's still got some bread. But the idea of gallivanting and gyrating and, he has to kill that portion of him if he cares about his family and he cares about his own well-being. Now, that's going to be a hard monster to kill. Remember, they're saying after Biggie's death, he was so self-obsessed and craved the spotlight so much. He said, man, fuck that. Why are we putting a dead guy on the magazine? I got an album coming out. Put me on the magazine. Those type of things really shows his character to say, I always want to be the guy. It goes back to the age-old thing where you hear Suge Knight say, if you don't want your executive producer all up in the video, that was Diddy's MO. I think Diddy's going to be fine if he lays back, comes back out, just chills with his family, doesn't seek to try to do the most, which, by the way, you already made your money already. Don't come out and just do a Vlad TV interview. No disrespect to Vlad. Don't run to the Breakfast Club. Don't shoot a documentary. Just chill. Just chill. And watch the natural order of things. You're going to see these rappers start being around you and don't mind getting photoed with you. And that's how I see Diddy's comeback being like Gunna. Yo, Gunna kicking it with Kodak, bringing our money back. Yo, we already knew Offset and like DDG fuck with him. But like Gunna is now showing us that, bro, all of this shit where niggas is like they don't fuck with rats or whatever, that is like an antiquated old conversation that people don't really honor anymore. So all of this like disgust that people are saying they have for Diddy and contempt, like how could he do this? If he gets out and shuts the fuck up, give it 6 months, you're going to start seeing rappers hang with him again. They just won't talk about the elephant in the room. And what's the elephant in the room? Not the convictions, because I think he beat the ones that would really make him look weird. They're not going to talk about the details of the case that everybody seems to be bringing up now. Yo, what's up with that video you beat? You know why? 98% of rappers beat their bitch too. Sorry to tell y'all. 98% of rappers, let me not say 98%. When I've talked to rappers behind the scenes when it comes to Diddy, they always thought like, yo, he's a super freak, on some other shit, so they don't agree with that. But they've always when I've talked to rappers when it comes to sex trafficking, rappers always kind of gave the idea off to me that, yo, we be doing the same shit. Like, yo, we be flying bitches out. We be doing this and third. We just be paying for it. We be, yeah, like, this is kind of like status quo. So if Diddy guilty, like, yo, is this shit clipped? So I don't think they're gonna be judging him for that stuff. They'll judge him for some of the salacious details, like, nigga, you was rubbing nut on your chest, bro. Like, come on, bro, come on. Anyway, I think Diddy's gonna be fine, right? Diddy is going to be fine if he comes out and does the gunner route. And I think that's, for anybody else who's coming out in controversy, I hope they take that into consideration. There's a gunner route in all of this. We don't need you to do interviews trying to cop please and explain it on some 6ix9ine shit, over explain it. Nah. Yo, I ain't snitch. Listen, I would have snitched if they were my friends. Are they my friends? No, we don't want to hear that. Just be quiet. These rappers going to run right back to being in your good graces. Okay? Now, what also came out recently is Justin Combs and Misa Hylton, which I believe is his mom. They have came out and spoke out saying that this documentary is causing harassment to the family, okay? Oh my God. All these ads. Misa says she and Justin are being harassed following comments implied by Gene Deal and the documentary. Misa says this. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a private person, and it pains me that I even have to post this. The harassment of my son and I have been dealing with is because of things implied by Gene Deal and stated in a recent Netflix documentary. It's been heartbreaking. The truth is, the public is being misled about me and my child. We've been dragged into something we never asked for, a cruel game built on rumors and agendas. Please take a moment before believing everything you hear. The most painful part of this is that it's happening because of men I once trusted to protect me, not harm me. And the saddest thing is that none of this affects the people spreading it. It only hurts me and my son. Like Gene said, we've been treated as casualties of war. With little critical thinking, it would be easy to realize that the things that could be said could not be possibly be true because of the results that would come from these disparaging statements if they were in fact true. This would be a post and delete. Protect women and their children. This is only about Misa and Justin only. Why didn't this go viral? This is a poorly timed and I think a horrible post. I'm going to tell you why. Ma'am, I know you're saying that you and your son are just being lumped into this, but if we read all the allegations, they're saying that Justin is Diddy part 2. So you can't use this like, oh, my son, without acknowledging that they're saying that your son seems to be mirroring your baby father, which is Diddy. I get it. You are the mother, and yes, you're obviously a casualty of war, but you can't shield, again, Justin, you can't be like me and my son. Justin's a grown-ass man. He's a nigga pushing 30, if he's not 30 already. So you could speak for yourself about you not choosing all of this, but Justin is his own man, and whether allegations, and most of them I really don't believe, but they allege stuff of Justin that is equal or seems to match what the fuck that they were claiming Diddy was doing. All right, so I get what she's saying, but you can't protect you and your son. It says the commentary continues. There's an old audio clip. It says, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's the clip that involved Justin. Oh, never mind. She's speaking about the paternity. Oh, so Gene Deal. Oh, let me look it up. Okay, I think I got it. Trying to find it on YouTube. Here it is.
In law enforcement, period, that grew up, you know, in an urban community and knew street people and could relate to.
Now, so I want to backtrack a little bit on what I just said. If she's defending her and her son, basically saying, yo, whatever Diddy got going on, don't drag my son into it, in the sense of you're doubting that his father is Diddy, or you're doubting the paternity status of him, because now you're affecting someone's mental state where they might think that their father, who they thought was their father, wasn't their father all along. And Gene Deal's been one of the people pushing this.
To dudes that was behind bars. So when they came out behind bars, I did everything in my...
And I'll explain the rumor. There's a rumor that 50's bodyguard, or one of his bodyguards, somebody named Wolf or something, they're saying he looks light-skinned and he looks kind of like Justin. They're saying he was rumored to be the father of Justin Combs and not Diddy. Now, the family's never said that. They've never acknowledged that. Justin clearly loves Diddy, calls Diddy his dad, moves that way. And, you know, it's kind of like a conspiracy theory, one that's being pushed by another person who was a bodyguard, which is Gene Deal.
When it turned over from the Department of Corrections, from the Division of MTV, VH1, Nick Bloomfield, go to war with this dude. I don't know. I don't want to tell y'all. I remember when a nigga did the blood test, he had to pay Misa so much kind of money, and he was mad at the motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. I'm not going to tell y'all that. But if you ask me personally, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't there when they was fucking. How would I know? Because I'm going to war with this nigga. Does it hurt Misa? Because I used to work for Misa.
Okay, so this is where he's addressing her, I guess.
Because Misa knew that Puff was not going to run up her and do shit to her when she was with me. So when I left Puff, I started working for Misa. When I started working for Misa, she had me there because she knew how afraid Puff was, and I didn't give a fuck about nobody because that's the type of person I was back then. No, you're not gonna do nobody. Yo, I'm gonna die for Misa right now. Ain't nobody gonna touch her. That's how I was when I was with her. Misa be like, yo, Gene, I'm downtown. I'm finna go into the what Cheetahs. Me and Mary. Meet me down there, shoot down there. Q-Rock City, what's up with you, boy? So now, I'm going to war with this nigga. I know me not saying nothing hurt Misa, but you just a casualty of war right now. I know what was saying hurt Justin because I did not clarify it to nobody because I didn't say it. Reggie Wright and somebody else said it and said I told them, which they was lying. When you go to war, enemy of your enemy becomes your friend. And the friend of your enemy becomes your enemy. I'm looking at it that way. Anything that hurt this nigga, I'm going to use if somebody else said it. Now, when other shit that I said about his mother, it was the truth. I didn't lie about none of that. I didn't lie about Justice. I just did not. What? Because I got a voice. I could have said, man, that's some bullshit, man. I remember when Puff had the fucking blood test and he was mad because he had to pay Misa a little bit more money than he was paying her at first because he was starving her at first. Now he got to really pay her. I could have said that, but I didn't. Because I'm at war with this nigga. I'm going to still continue to be at war with this nigga.
The greatest ever. What up? Thank you for the follow,
I'm
man.
letting y'all know that it's some casualties of war. That was one of them. There are some other things. Will I speak on them? Nah, I won't speak on. And why I'm speaking on this shit right now is because I'm letting you know this nigga gonna go to war. All y'all niggas ain't ready for it. All y'all niggas who didn't come to his defense. All y'all niggas who was acting a certain.
Okay, I agree. I agree. Well, if I'm Diddy, you know, maybe Diddy has made peace, and I think that's very important. That he needs to make peace with, even if the fact that he's thinking, "Damn, I'm only locked up because these motherfuckers who I did well," and that's a lot of what I've heard when people get in these situations. They feel when you go down, you kind of look at it and you're like, "Damn, I gave this person that. I bought his mama a house. I bailed him out from jail. I paid for this for his kid's tuition. His uncle died. I paid for the funeral. I gave him this amount of money a year." And Diddy, allegedly or supposedly, would naturally go through that feeling of, man, I'm only sitting here because niggas betrayed me. And he has to get past that to be like, well, what did he contribute to be there, right? Yo, okay. Despite maybe people that you were nice to, you were paying their rent, you were giving they relied on you for their livelihood. What the hell did you do to get yourself in that position? And if he gets there, maybe he gets out and says, you know what? Fuck that shit. I'm glad and fortunate to be free. I still got my family. I still got portions of my wealth. I'm good. I've been humbled. Or he might get out on some young boy shit. When I mean young boy shit, is like, we ain't see jail deter a young boy one time. What that mean is you get out and you're like, oh, y'all motherfuckers who done snitched on me, who done told on me, who I put money in your pockets, food in your stomach, pause. Listen, I'm going to fuck y'all up. I'm going to spend every fucking dime. I'm going to put a hit out on all you motherfuckers. And I mean that like, facetiously, not literally. We're going to see how Diddy gets out. Like, obviously, I don't believe 50 with the funeral, the flower shit that he's like, oh, Diddy sent me. I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. Because I think Diddy knows right now, even if he was going to if he was going to exact revenge on Diddy, on 50, I mean, he locked up in prison right now. Do it on a sneak. Do it on the humble. So I think it remains to be seen how Diddy's going to handle all of this, right? I think it remains to be seen. Anyway, that is the latest. Let me see if there's anything more else.